But he's thrown some good games this year.
But because you're going to see McNabb in, I told you, one of two places, either in Arizona or Minnesota.
I think Minnesota.
I think he would actually.
He'll thrive in Minnesota with those weapons.
Yes.
I think him and Larry Fitzgerald are meant to be in Arizona.
Yes.
I think
He'll thrive in either place because I tell you what, Breston and Fitzgerald they'd love to have McNabb.
Hey, kids, stop putting fire to my lawn.
But Minnesota, out of the two of them, Minnesota has got the most talent.
Nice.
Out of those two teams, Minnesota's got the most talent and a team ready to win now. Because he'll be thrown to Berrien, Rice, Harvin, handing it off to Gerhart, and of course Peterson. McNabb would thrive in Minnesota. Minnesota will be a 12 or 13 win team with a quarterback like McNabb there.
Here's a question. This is actually coming from our live thing right now.
Go ahead.
A little feedback.
It's about time you got one. Go.
The question is, what about Manning? What about Eli Manning?
Eli Manning's going nowhere.
I know he's not in the sense of he's gonna be gone. I'm talking about, is his role as the quarterback going to be lessened because of this season, because of what he did throwing those 20-plus interceptions?
No, not
I
really.
think without Gilbride there, if you bring in another offensive coordinator and a quarterback coach with a different philosophy, Manning has thrived before. Remember, he's still got 30 TD passes.
Right.
He's got the ungodly amount of 24 picks. Some of them, you can't say the excuse anymore that Manning, a lot of his picks were in and out of his receivers' hands. He has made bad decisions on a lot of his picks in the second half of the season.
Yes.
You might make a case for that in the first half. Not now. Manning is another player who's a good player, not a great quarterback, a good quarterback who's had an up and down year. Unfortunately for the Giants, in the second half, it's been more down and up.
Yes.
Right.
All right. But he did throw 4 TDs against the Eagles 2 weeks ago.
True.
I mean, so, it's not like the guy can't put points up on the board.
No.
Turnovers, well, we're going back on stuff in the last 2 weeks. This game here, the Giants need the help from Green Bay, all right? Not the help from, they need the help from Chicago to beat Green Bay. People think that Chicago's going to lay down now they get the 2 seed locked up. No, they're not.
No.
They hate Green Bay.
Yep.
They would love to. They don't care about the Giants. They'd love to knock the Packers out of the playoffs because they still, that rivalry, which is the most heated rivalry in the NFL going back to 1920, all right?
Yeah.
The two teams have ever played against one another. They hate Green Bay. They would love to knock Green Bay out. The game's at Green Bay. It's going to be tough, but Chicago's playing good football right now.
We'll see what happens. Remember,
And the games are on at the same time. It'll be a scoreboard watching.
I honestly think, in a sense, Tampa Bay might just sneak in.
Well, they need a lot of things to happen.
They need to have both Giants and Bears lose.
And Packers.
And Packers lose.
Yeah. They need the Packers and the Giants both to lose, and then it'll be the 3 teams from the South will all be in. All right? But they have to beat New Orleans.
Yeah.
They play New Orleans this week.
Where?
I think it's at the Superdome.
Oh, boy.
You
Heck of
know-
a game. Well, hey, does New Orleans have anything to play for?
No.
Maybe that.
Yes.
What?
Because if New Orleans wins, Atlanta loses. New Orleans
That's
wins
right.
the division.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, but Atlanta's playing Carolina at home. And they can win with their backups.
What's the times of the games?
1 o'clock Atlanta at home against Carolina, and 1 o'clock New Orleans hosting Tampa Bay.
All right, so New Orleans still has an outside shot, but they look at the scoreboard and hey, I'm looking at it this way. All right, it comes down to this: Giants winning their game and having one eye on the scoreboard, but they better keep both eyes on that game because if they catch a break and the Packers lose and the Giants stumble,
the Giants aren't going to know either because them and the Packers play at the same time.
that's something. Well, you could be looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
All right, so the games are up on the scoreboard over there at FedEx Field. All right, but if the Packers do the Giants a favor and let the Bears, or they say the Bears do the Giants a favor, knock the Packers off, and the Giants follow up by letting the Redskins knock them out, and the Giants end up losing the last 3 games, then confidence gone. I mean, then the wolves will be howling all over New York City.
Agreed.
But the Giants have to run the ball, not put the ball on the ground. I think talent-wise, they got it all over Washington. Washington's not a good team.
No.
And I think if they put the pressure on Grossman will make some picks.
Yep.
And the Giants have to not make turnovers. The Giants have 61 turnovers this year, I believe. 61.
That's unbelievable.
That's I think it's 61.
It's unbelievable.
Take a look, Sean. What is it?
You never thought you'd.
Oh,
ever
no, I'm
see-
sorry. It's 41. 41 turnovers. Is it 41
All right.
turnovers?
But still, though, that's a big number.
Yeah.
You'd never ever see Giant teams with that many turnovers.
2.5 turnovers a game? What are you
never
looking
see
at,
that in
Sean?
a season. You never
We're at
see that
16
all.
minutes. Hurry it up.
The turnover ratio for their opponents is -6.
And the Giants have
which is
caused a
not
lot of
good.
turnovers, but they've given it up a lot.
Yep.
And Manning has thrown picks in the end zone at bad times. Well, anyway, that's going to be it. We're going to go around the league in our fourth and final segment. A couple other tidbits I'll just throw in there just for a second. We'll be right back. This is Mike Sanfilippo with Dan and with Sean. We'll be right back with our fourth segment. We're going around the league. We still got some key games to talk about. We'll be right back.